It's the NFL on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Bears and the Packers coming up next.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Take it in at the 3. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 7 yards there and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back. Six. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Rodgers going to throw. That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I need your help on this one. We just saw an extra point blocked. Do you think the rain had anything to do with it getting blocked?
Everything goes a little bit slower, but I'll tell you what, the snap and the hold, they look good.
Yeah, and most of the time, I love when you bring that up about it getting slower. It's deliberate when it gets slower, right? Because you have to go through it a little bit more. You want to be just a little bit more careful catching the ball, putting it down, and giving him a chance to kick it.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off play action, Fields. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time. And going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 41 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Fields now to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Chark from 17 yards out. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, these 2 teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. This defense for the Bears, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. Now, he came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
a legend,
it makes you step back and really take stock of his career, and you realize it's not just about the numbers, it's about the accomplishments, it's about the play. How great has his career been to pass Dan Marino's? I'd say pretty darn great.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Again, it's Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. An inside give to Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. It could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They'll go with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Dancing away at the 35. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So that, a good kick. We haven't talked about it much, but the wind is prevalent, and he drove that right into the wind.
Yeah, and don't forget the wind can swirl down there, too, so being able to read it, how it's coming, left to right to left, and to be able to execute that kick, that's pretty darn strong right there.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner. No. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 34. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle, Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense and Justin Fields getting set for their next possession. He's got a touchdown pass in this first half, but he's also been intercepted twice, so we'll be looking to be a bit more careful with the ball here as they start on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to take possession of... So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, here's Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He finds him again. Saquon Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again is Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback. And Charles' last drive really sharp as ever. 6 of 7, only the 1 miss and the touchdown pass as well. So clicking.
I would have to think, Brandon, that on the bench in between series, they went over that last drive and figured out, okay, this is why it's working. They're reading the defense as well. The game plan is kicking in. The blocking's going the way that they want it to. And now they're trying to figure out how do we carry it forward as we start this next drive.
In motion left goes Jones. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. From the gun on third down, Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's Fields. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They go back to quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
We call a lot of gains, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, yeah, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Steps away. Quick hitter here. It's complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flushed to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
2nd down and goal. Fields. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge him.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Fields trying to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that
Automatic
penalty, that
first down.
adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the 2nd half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
A throw there, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And plain and simple, that's That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
That's returnable now for Smith. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Smith to return it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bears take over. They begin with a run by Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks up. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On second and very short, Rodgers. Complete once again to Watson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And the slot man goes in motion left. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Fields on 3rd down. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Out of the gun, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Shifts by him, finding space at the 40. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead now up to 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So now Fields and the Bears down by 2 touchdowns, 2:16 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. On 1st down, it's Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Fields. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll go again to Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, 1st down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the